Hello there and welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and I'm here to teach you how to teach yourself to play the guitar. In today's session we're going to look at the parts of a guitar, the different elements that make up a guitar, or the anatomy of the guitar. So we're going to start at the beginning, start at the top. This is called the headstock, and the headstock is where you find the machine heads or tuners or tuning pegs or tuning pots. They're known by a variety of different names, but this is where you find the tuners. You'll also see the branding on the headstock as well, and the headstock is usually made from the same material as the neck. Now the first thing we come across on the headstock is the nut. The nut does a few things. It determines the height of the strings to some degree at the zero position. It also guides the strings down the fretboard. The nut is made from a variety of materials: nylon, plastic, bone or ceramic. It's a personal preference. Some people prefer bone, some people prefer nylon. It's just one of those things. That's the neck. On top of the neck we have the fretboard, and it's usually made from ebony or mahogany or a variety of different woods, hardwoods usually, because it has to take a lot of wear and tear. On top of the fretboard you've got the frets, and according to what guitar you're playing will determine the number of frets you have. You can have 18 frets, you can have 22 frets, you can have 24 frets. It depends on the model of guitar you're playing. Okay, and obviously if you've got 24 frets you've got a lot more octave range, you've got a lot more notes you can play. Okay, moving down we've got the body of the guitar and the sides and the back. Obviously this is the soundboard, this is the pick guard to protect the body of the guitar from the pick hitting the body. This is the rosette, and this is the sound hole. This is the bridge, this is the saddle, and these are the string pegs to hold the strings in. You'd also find a peg in the bottom of the guitar to tie your guitar strap to. The soundboard on this guitar is very important because this is where all the sound is generated. On the inside of the soundboard you'll have these pieces of wood that determine the voicings of the guitar. These dots that you see dots, you see squares on some guitars, and they're also replicated on the side here. And so that you've got a quick reference to where you are on the neck when you're playing. Now electric guitars are slightly different, only in a couple of respects, but I'll show you that now. On an electric guitar it's got exactly the same setup as the acoustic guitar, but it's got a few additions. Because it's electric it has to have some wiring, and you'll have a tone selector switch here, also known by a lot of people as a pickup selector. These are the pickups, these are humbucking pickups, and these are obviously selected by using this switch. You can either have this one, or in the middle you have both. You have two volume controls, one for each pickup, and two tone controls. And also you have a place to jack your amplifier in right there. So that's the difference between electric and acoustic. Not a lot of difference, just that you need an amplification system to make the thing sound, because this is a solid body guitar and you don't get a lot of sound out of it just as it is. Those are the components or parts that make up both electric and acoustic guitars. I'll put a diagram in that you can freeze this video and take a screen grab from it, or screen capture, and you'll have the little diagram there for you to work with.